Hey, what's going on? You know who it is. You know what it is. All right, you guys, peep game. All right, man. Let me talk about this particular subject. At first, I was gonna fall back from this, but at the end of the day, you always have to just respond to certain people because you have to remind them of who they are, and remind them of what they done said and did. Cardi B needs to sit her ass down. Talked about that she tired of uh, the racism that's directed towards Asians. But keep in mind, this is the same Cardi B that admitted to drugging more than likely black men and letting them be sexually assaulted by, you know, uh, trannies and shit. Which, by the way, Cardi B's ass should be in jail for that. But we already know what time it is with that. Now, here's the thing. I'm gonna make this very clear. I've said this before and I'll say this again, and I'm gonna be a little bit more tamed about this particular subject on my channel. I say this once again, this is not black people's fight. This isn't our problem. We got our own problems. I say this once again, where are all these Asian people at when racism is being directed towards black people? Well, like I said, why is black people always sticking their neck out and defending people that don't look like them? You know what I'm saying? That have a history of not having black people's back. So why are we sitting up here defending them and speaking on their behalf? Let their spokesperson speak on behalf of them. Because at the end of the day, they're nowhere to be found when shit is happening to black people. You know what I'm saying? They're nowhere to be found. Keep in mind, they have told us on several occasions that we are on their own. They have made it very clear that we are not their allies, just as well as a lot of the Hispanic people have made it very clear. We are not their allies. There is no black and brown alliance. There is no black and Asian alliance. There is no people of color alliance. All we have is each other black first, always. So like I said before, I've said this on several occasions, I am not going to participate. I'm not going to allow myself to form an alliance with white people to basically shit and hate on the Asian community. But at the same time, I'm not going to extend my hand to help and defend them. Basically, once again, I'm minding my own business. Like I said, let their spokespeople speak up on their behalf, but don't ask black people to do it. This is the problem. These are the same black people who say they don't support. These are the same black people that ain't nowhere to be found when you hear about police brutality and systematic racism or open racism towards black. They are never nowhere to be found. They never have nothing to say. But then all of a sudden they want to cape for the Asian community who have a history of disrespecting and being bigoted towards black people. Are you serious? And you think we supposed to extend our hand out? Real talk. This just got to be said. You know what I'm saying? Um, Once again, it's just not our fight. Cardi B needs to sit her ass down. And she needs to stop talking because, like I said, at the end of the day, Cardi B's ass should be in jail for what she did. When she admitted to drugging and having men sexually assaulted. She should be in jail for that. But, Me Too was nowhere to be found. Didn't have nothing to say about that. So I'm just keeping it 100, man. You gotta tell the truth about this shit. So Cardi B needs to sit her ass down because one, she not black and she don't represent the black community. She said on several occasions that um she really don't consider herself black. Well, one minute she'll say she's black, then one minute she'll say she isn't. But then this is the same person that'll try to call the black community out and say that they being racist towards her. But then she say she one of us. So she inconsistent with her so-called, blackness. One, like I said, she just like Amber Rose. One minute she black, one minute she mixed, one minute uh, she's Hispanic. You know, so she all over the place. But like I said before, this has nothing to do with us, and I'm just keeping it 100. Like I said before, we have no allies. Like I said, why are black people, scared to look out for other black people and speak on behalf of other black people? But then when it comes to speaking out on the behalf of other people, then here they come beating their chest, talking about stop. but you don't get that same love in return. And then the black people that I call out for doing this, they get mad at me for calling them out for basically being sellouts. Like I said, let them hold their own nutsack. I say this once again, black people, we don't have to participate and exercise of white supremacy on them. Let the white people do that, because that's what they do in anyway. Do not align yourself and join forces with white people, basically to attack Asian people and put them down to shit on them. Because at the end of the day, you gonna be left holding the bag. Because all that's gonna happen is they gonna say, "Oh, well, look how black people complain about racism towards them, but look how they treat Asian people." And then next thing you know, the Asian people will be aligning themselves up with white people once again to attack black people. So at the end of the day, black people, stay out of this shit. Don't say nothing to them. Don't bother them. Just mind your own business. But at the same time, don't defend them. Don't cape for them. Because, like I said, nobody capes for us. This your boy Town Biz. I'm out.